Kemba's home, baby. The New York Knicks have signed Kemba Walker off of the waivers after Oklahoma City decided to buy this man out. I have nothing else to say. Run the intro. What's going on, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Join the Discord, follow me over on Twitch. You know all the good stuff. Links are in the description. Go check out the links. But we signed Kemba Walker to a $8 million deal. I mean, it's rough right now. As of me recording this right now, it's rough. I'm sure as I'm editing, I'll get more details. I can put the official contract up later on in this video. As of me right now, literally coming out of the restroom, seeing that Kemba Walker was picked up by the Knicks, I had to jump in the lab and we had to talk about this immediately. Now, before I get any further in this video, I know a lot of the real CK crew members are looking at me like, no, CK, don't you be fake. You didn't want Kemba Walker. And you're right. I made videos talking about Kemba Walker possibly going to the Knicks, and I wasn't big on Kemba Walker. But that was before the buyout. My fear was A, losing assets to get Kemba Walker after the season he had last year, and B, did you guys not see the remaining monies on the man's contract? Was not pretty. So of course, with the price point and with how Kemba Walker looked in the last year in Boston, it was a little worrisome for me. But if we're snagging a starting point guard off of the free agency waiver wire for only $8 million, if that is real, again, I don't know as of me recording right now, how the hell can anyone be mad at that? This is a starting point guard that the Knicks have just snagged up for on the cheap on a let me show you what I got type of deal. Kemba Walker is coming off of an injury-plagued season last year, but we say it all the time, do not sleep on an inspired NBA superstar or NBA All-Star at that, if you want to go with that route with Kemba Walker. Because now he's coming home. Now he has a lot to prove because a lot of people were counting him out last year. And there's a lot at stake with the New York Knicks this season, with us having the 4th seed last year and now him getting the reins of this team as our starting point guard. He has a lot to prove, and he's probably going to be looking for a long-term contract with the Knicks if he plays well. That's a conversation for another day. But the fact of the matter is, right now, the New York Knicks have signed the New York bred Kemba Walker. I'm hyped up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm hyped up. I love this move. Now, mind you, there's a little bit of resigning upsettedness going on in the back of my head because, you know, Lonzo Ball. But that doesn't matter because, like I said, at this price point, to get a starting all-star caliber point guard at this rate, it's not even the same conversation. It's not the same conversation because to snag this dude for the price point that we're looking at, because it's being rumored right now, according to Jake Fisher, he's saying that the New York Knicks are planning to offer Kemba Walker a contract worth roughly $8 million in average annual value, according to league sources. So, as of right now, I don't know if that means for multiple years, which I would be surprised if Kemba takes that for multiple years, maybe 2 years. But for $8 million for Kemba Walker, that is more than just a hometown discount. This is what I call a prove-it contract. There are players who have injury-plagued seasons and this, that, and the third that don't get signed to contracts that they once would earlier on in their career, and then they sign these cheap deals that show, let me show you guys what I can still do kind of thing. So I call those prove it contracts. We've seen players in the past. Dwight Howard got a prove it contract with the Los Angeles Lakers a few years ago. I call these prove it contracts, and this one right here is none other than a prove it contract from Kemba Walker. Now, the New York Knicks got Kemba Walker. What does that mean for the Knicks? Spacing. The Knicks got spacing, and that's just the first part of it. The second part of it is he has a nickname for a reason, Cardiac Kemba. When the Knicks come down to the wire, because the Knicks have shown, especially last season, that we're so good at being in these games between the first through somewhat of the third quarter, but we have such a hard time closing games. The Knicks have a closer outside of poor Derrick Rose. Love Julius Randle, but there was some times where Julius Randle himself was not able to do that all on his own. And now with a guy like Kemba Walker, who got a nickname off of being a guy that closes out games, that is huge for us. So not only does our starting lineup become spaced if our starting lineup looks like Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. Not only does that lineup now have spacing, but now when it comes to the end of games, we have multiple guys now, not just a guy. We have multiple guys to go to in Kemba Walker, in Derrick Rose, in some situations, Alec Burks, because he showed it to us last year in multiple situations. We have guys that can make shots at the end of games. Now, my worry has always been with Kemba Walker is the defensive end, especially with this team that is going to be thriving on defense. That is my worry with Kemba Walker. But for the most part, we have a guy that can make shots down the stretch. And that's the other thing too. Going back to, skipping that part, going back to the defense, the other big part about the Knicks, we play good team defense. So we might be able to hide him on the defensive end with Tom Thibodeau. Like I said, I just want to know who plays next to him. Because though Evan Fournier is going to be a great move for us, he does not provide us very much defense at the 2. So I'm really curious to see what Tom Thibodeau puts together as far as a lineup. So that's probably the only negative I could come out of this is the defensive end. And obviously the injuries, we'll see how that goes as the season goes on. I feel like we have a lot of players that are going to be knick-knacky injury kind of guys. But for the most part, we have spacing in our starting lineup. We don't have to worry about our point guard not being able to shoot because Kemba Walker is the complete opposite. I know he was up and down last season in a different kind of system that didn't really make too much sense for Kemba Walker. I expect with this team, it will make a lot more sense. So I'm really looking forward to that. And the best part, we have a closer, ladies and gentlemen. We have a damn closer. Kemba Walker's home. I don't want to talk too much about this. I don't have much more to say. What are you feeling in the comments? How are we feeling? How are we vibing right now? Let me know all of your thoughts about the Kemba Walker signing in the comments below. This is huge for the Knicks. Knicks fans, be happy, be excited about this, all right? You know the deal. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, or even let me know them over on the Discord. Make sure you go follow the Discord for more of that. Follow me over on Twitch. I'm out of here, man. Kemba Walker's a Knick. You know who it is, your boy CCast. See you in the next one. Let's get it. I'm hyped about this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm hyped about this. Kemba Walker, welcome to New York. Let's see what happens next. We got Spacer. We got a shot maker.
Cold pizza like Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep looking for that new wave. I think I like it how it is.